Today in the battle arena, we have two deadly aliens that have led our world literally into apocalyptic times. In one corner, we have the ferocious white spikes from the Tomorrow War. In the other corner, we have the sound-stalking death angels from A Quiet Place. Who comes out on top? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Drew and this is DanCo. Thank you so much for watching our channel, for real. If you like this video or videos you've seen in the past, make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell so we can continue to make content like this. We really do appreciate it. Let's get this thing started with the white spikes. What are these things? They are crazy looking. They're definitely some futuristic 2051 alien pest. I think it looks like if you literally take every animal plus the bad guys I hate from Halo and then finally add Doc Ock arms for spike shooters. That's what the white spikes are. They are wreaking havoc on the future, and now the world is hoping the past can help them put these things down for good. One day they were just here, showing up in Russia. First, the white spikes quickly took over the world. In just 3 years, not long at all, they killed almost every human in the world, leaving the population less than 500,000. These guys are prime predators that know how to kill, eat, and take over. The white spikes are abnormally fast. You see them chasing down horses and cornering them. They're jumping on top of helicopters. They're chasing after full-speed Humvees. They have kind of a gallop to them, like a lion or some sort of big cat when they run. They have these arms on their back, kind of like trunks or tail type things. I don't really know what you call them, but this is what shoots out their spikes. This is a cool feature because for the white spikes, it kind of gives them a long range advantage. It keeps them from also being called white claws, even though that one's already taken. The spikes are big and they're sharp. You see them in doors and walls and cars. From what I can tell, it seems like they don't ever really run out of these things either. They are terrifying looking too. A lot of the recent civilians turned soldiers are at basic training, and they're like, do we get to see a picture? Or they're like, no, we don't do that. Just because they're afraid that some of the soldiers would do anything that they can to avoid going. So this makes the whole reveal of the monster later in the movie super suspenseful. So as you can expect, a lot of the people that are returning from war are experiencing a ton of PTSD and crippled from what they experienced in the future. Not only are they creepy looking, they're also bullet resistant everywhere but their stomach and belly. They're super tough. You see them in several scenes running through showers of gunfire. And also, maybe the cherry on top, they can swim. That's a big deal because they can go anywhere. Nowhere is off limits for these guys. And another huge advantage the white spikes have is that there are so many of them. They're everywhere. They have completely dominated 2051 by numbers alone. Toward the end of the movie, you finally get to see for the very first time actually how many white spikes there are. And it is overwhelming. I mean, look at this. What do you even do with that? Okay, so that's the white spikes. In the other corner, we have the death angels. One of the strongest monsters in most recent movie history. There's not really a monster that really even comes close to comparing to the death angels. Like looks and style and things they can do, they're really similar to the white spikes, honestly. But they are all but indestructible. Most of the time, they are indestructible. Seriously, unless you're deaf or you just picked up a hearing aid along the way somewhere, the chances of you getting out of a fight with these guys are super slim. So the outside of their bodies are covered in this thick and hard bullet repellent type of armor. So of course, if you've seen the movie, there's a hack to this protective shell that they have. And it seems like in the movie, the main family is the only ones that know this so far. And let's be honest, it's a super hack. Like, make a high-pitched noise, amplify it. It makes these things crippled, exposing their lethal flesh underneath the shell of armor. Okay, so outside of their toughness, they're stupid strong, throwing people around like it's nothing, plowing through cars, tearing through trains and buildings. Nothing really gets in their way when they have a mission to kill. Similar to the white spikes, the death angels have killed most of the humans on Earth and have left it in an apocalyptic state. Cue Will Smith. Let's go! Not that Will Smith. Yeah. Death Angels are stupid fast, easily able to catch people running or driving away in moving cars. They have the ability to hear things far off, and if anything is louder than usual, it triggers the Death Angels to that area, and they are coming in killing mode, ready to rip apart whatever they heard. Maybe the strongest feat that makes the Death Angels so hard to defeat is their durability. Like I mentioned earlier, bulletproof, except for the exposed parts. The Death Angels are big explosion proof, small explosion proof, and planetary explosion proof, like all of the above. John Krasinski actually said that their planet exploded and the meteorite that they held on to was actually a chunk of their destroyed home. If they're traveling through space and they don't need oxygen, that's crazy. Let's think about that for a minute. They don't need oxygen, like apparently like things that normal animals, people need, it's not a factor to them. Okay, so we have the white spikes in one corner. We have the Death Angels in the other corner. Who wins between these two? This is interesting to me. So let's talk about the white spikes and the Death Angels logic we know so far for killing. We're told that the white spikes are hungry. They're just savages that are hungry. They are killing to eat. But see, the Death Angels are just dirty. They're killing meaninglessly just to kill. Let's talk about the white spikes' obvious advantage they have. Their spikes are long range. And those things shoot through metal, through cars, through people, through the whole cityscape. There's spikes everywhere. They're also stealthy. We see here once Dan Forrester gets to Miami 2051 for the very first time, another unit is moving through the streets and shot down right in their footsteps by white spikes. So what does that have to do with this battle? So hear me out. White spikes are able to stand off in the distance undercover. The Death Angels are blind, not able to see him, but they're able to listen. When the Death Angels listen, they open up their defense to be able to hear better. So a white spike, theoretically, standing far away, could shoot a spike into the fleshy spot of the Death Angel, killing a Death Angel. Could that happen? Yeah. Is that likely? Probably not. Another advantage the white spikes have over the Death Angels is that they're able to swim. Death Angels can't swim. So if in some weird scenario this battle took place in a water world or some type of water arena, the Death Angels would be at a massive disadvantage and the white spikes would win again. Is that likely? No, not really. And the very last scenario before I give you my verdict is that there are so many white spikes. Like they've mated and multiplied and they are everywhere. Like an alarming amount of white spikes. You see them swimming through barricades of bombs, taking down cruise ships here, even eventually targeting the final human base. There's obviously strength in numbers and the white spikes definitely have numbers. But this battle today is 1v1, one Death Angel versus one white spike. They're both such primal, pure instinctive, not much logic or strategy killing machines. When it comes down to it, the Death Angels are stronger, they're faster, and they're more protected by their outside armor, giving them the upper hand here. The white spikes are just too vulnerable. They have two different spots that leave them open that are lethal to their bodies, one in the neck, one in the belly, and a well-trained human could even kill a white spike with a good shot. That's just not what we're dealing with the Death Angels, though. They have a weakness. I know what you're thinking, Drew, a young deaf girl and her brother killed them. I know, but that was after figuring out their crazy flaw that no one even knew until most of the world had been killed by them. The white spikes are deadly. They're perfect predators, but let's be honest, they can't hold up a hearing aid to an amp or even mimic that sound. So the white spikes would never really have the pleasure of knowing or even comprehending this flaw that the Death Angels have, and the Death Angels would rip them to pieces. So in this battle, the Death Angels come out on top. Death Angels win. Hey, but let me know what you think. Do you think that the white spikes have other feats that could help them win? What if there were 100 white spikes? Would they be able to take one Death Angel? Make sure to sound off in the comments. Also, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on the notifications, join the DanCo army, and I'll see y'all next time.